Hello Libras, it's Natalie, and I am here to do a special tarot reading for the full moon on March 20th, 2019. And the tarot reading I'm doing today is the Celtic Cross tarot reading, and it'll be part informational, so you can do it at home if you like. But this is going to be an especially interesting full moon for you, especially Libra, but also for everyone else in the zodiac. So I thought to do a special reading, and this full moon is going to be in your first house, Libra, and it's going to be the 0 degree of Libra. It's very, very like early degree Libra. So it has an energy of, yes, completion and endings, but really more so of a new beginning. And so I thought to kind of check in with your energy and see what's going on. Okay, so let's go. First thing I do before I shuffle, I knock and shake loose all of the previous energy of other readings. And now I meditate on my question. So this is going to be about the full moon this week of March 18th. Full moon on the 20th for Libra in the first house. Definitely going to have something to do with the Libra personality and the Libra person. So what are the messages that I can be communicating to these Libras for the week of March 18th, 2019? I'm really excited. Oh, and when I'm done, I know when I'm done shuffling, when I feel it, kind of the doneness, or when a card pops out. Okay. All right, Libra, let's see. Then you cut your deck, and the Celtic Cross is a 10-card spread, and it goes like this. Cover and across, above and below, side to side, and then cards 7 through 10 in a row right here. This also goes for Libra ascendants. So if you have Libra rising in your chart, you can go ahead and watch this too. So if you're a Libra, or if you have Libra on your ascendant. Okay. And this is our bottom of the deck card, and I'll get to that in a minute. Oh my gosh, Libra, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 major arcana cards, and that is extremely significant. That has a huge element of fate and destiny. Oh my God, I'm so excited for you, Libras. Okay, so let's take a look in depth of what's going on for you. So the first 2 cards I pulled are the Empress and the Ace of Swords, Libra. So what that tells me is that this card, the first card we pulled, is where you are right now, and this is the beginning of the situation. So this sees you as being incredibly fertile and creative and wanting to perpetuate this really comfortable lifestyle for yourself. I see you kind of being the master of your domain, the master of your garden of life. The Empress is extremely fertile and beautiful, and she's just surrounded by wonderful growing things, and she is the green thumb. Anything that she touches just grows. And it's crossed by the Ace of Swords. So you are cutting through any fog in your life, Libra. You are cutting through any indecision or confusing situations. You're able to really burst through that, and there might even be some opportunities, business, love, anywhere in your life. There might even be a victory coming out of nowhere. If you can see the crown, see that? And the hand. So there could be something really unexpected coming your way, but this is really powerful. This is really cool. Okay, Libra. So this position, I'll start here. This position is the heart of the matter, the foundation of the reading. And oh my gosh, Libra. Libras they're ruled by Venus, which, if you can see on the Empress's shield, that symbol is the symbol of Venus. So that's kind of really perfect for you guys. So the foundation, this is how you got into the situation, Libra, and you have love on the brain. You have love on the heart, love on the brain, and it looks like you just really want this really pure connection, this really beautiful love, and this really genuine, sincere desire for good relationships, good feelings, and good connections with the people that you care about. If this is business, this is just a harmonious working relationship. You don't want to be around, those lower negative energies. You want something really copacetic. Okay, so very sweet, very, very pretty card. Okay, Libra, if you're doing this for yourself, the card over here, opposite of cards 7 through 10, this is the most recent past. This is the influence just fading away, and it's an influence that you might even still be feeling right now. And this is another major arcana card, just like the Lovers and the Empress that I pulled earlier. This is the Moon. So you were sort of in some sort of emotional chaos. You were sort of confused and not really able to cut through situations and answers so well before. So without being able to use your great logic, Libra is an air sign, so you have wonderful mental acuity and wonderful, weighing the pros and cons of things. You weren't able to do that so well. So what you did is you went with your gut and you went with your intuition and you listened to your dreams. So keep a dream journal, a dream diary, and just keep doing that, because that's what's going to work the best for you. That's the best kind of energy that you're going to get out of the Moon card, as well as creativity. So this could also be a very creative card, a very creative energy, a creative influence as well. But so don't let that devolve into emotional chaos. Could see that dog and the wolf barking, howling at the moon. So that's really interesting, because that's an influence just fading away, which led you to the Empress and being able to cut through. So you came out of that into a real position of power and strength and authority, which you're using the right way with your ace, your victory out of nowhere. Well done, you Libra. Okay, so this full moon, I feel like, is going to add to the empowerment. Just let me take a little break here. So this full moon is going to bring about some really great change that you've been looking for this week. This really great relationship, this really great union, business partnership. This full moon, it's going to bring to culmination something that you've been wanting in your heart, Libra. And what Libra is going to deny this, that they wanted something like this, okay? It's just so intrinsic to the Libra archetype. Okay, and maybe that even is what this full moon is. Maybe this full moon is your victory out of nowhere. Okay, so if this position right here, this card is an influence that's just going to come to pass. So I would say this is more ahead of you more immediately ahead of you, Libra. And we have the Four of Cups. So I see a little cup being offered to you, but you're a little bit dissatisfied with it. Maybe you're maybe not really looking at all of these cups down here. And if this victory is kind of coming out of nowhere, if this victory here, this mental acuity, you know what you want, you're cutting through all the BS, maybe this is something that's being offered to you that you kind of already know you don't want. So just because it's coming doesn't mean that you have to take it. It doesn't mean that it's good for you. It doesn't mean that it's something that needs to be incorporated into your life, because if it's anything opposite of this, then you're not going to want it, and you can say no to it. So feel free to displease someone, Libra, and say no to something, because it might not be the good thing for you. Even though it's coming, just because you can doesn't mean you should, type of deal. Okay, so this card in the future, this is the future position, and this is the card that's above all of these. So this is the recent past, distant past, foundation, immediate future, far future environment. So Libra, it looks like you're doing some juggling. It looks like you're doing the juggle dance in your little tights. If you can see these waves, these rocky waves has these ships, going with the flow. And I think this is you. I think this is you trying to do it all and go with the flow. And full moons can really knock us around and sort of jostle, and things come to light. And if you have a new beginning associated with this culmination of this full moon on Wednesday, then it's going to jostle you to have to react and have to respond and, manage your business and your affairs and your relationships appropriately. So I would expect that and not get too anxious about it, because what it looks like you're able to do is cut through it. So just keep this energy, this beautiful Empress and Ace of Sword energy, and you'll be good to go. Okay, Libra, now we have cards 7 through 10. This card in this position is where you are right now, the role that you are playing. And so we've got a really great card, the Ten of Pentacles. And if you take a look really closely, see, you can see that this is an elder gentleman that's enjoying the wealth of his family. It could be a legacy. It could be just, you know, family and friends and familiar people, people that you already know and love and have long relationships with. You're enjoying them. You're enjoying it, and it's going well. So I see you in a pretty strong position. And this is kind of in tune with the other, from what I remember correctly, the other Libra reading that I did, just kind of looking at the last 2 weeks of March. And I see that going really well. So that's a great place to start at. And that's because you have this as your foundation, because that's what you really want. This card is how other people see you, Libra. And this is the High Priestess. This is another major arcana card. So I think people are seeing you as someone that's honoring their own intuition. And that kind of goes, you know, hand in hand with this Moon card. And that sort of tells me that you're really not succumbing too much with the lower aspects of this card in the Moon, that emotional chaos, maybe a little anxiety, but nothing too bad. Because this is in this position, how other people see you, I think you really are listening to your intuition. I really think you are following your own gut in terms of everything going on in your life. And I think that full moon is going to be a culmination of your intuitive faculties, your intuitive abilities. And I'm so happy to see that for you, Libra, because that will just add to your already well-developed sense of justice and order and logic. Very, very logical. So if you can have that balance, that Libra scale balance between logic and intuition, then you are just unstoppable. Really, really good. Really cool, Libra. Good job. Okay, this is your hope or fear, this card in this position, Libra. And this week, the full moon week, I think there's something on the back burner that you're sort of stressing about because you fear more squabbling, you fear infighting, maybe infighting at work between your teammates and coworkers, or infighting in your own family, siblings, brothers, sisters, cousin, aunts, uncles, mom, dad. Just, it looks like it's just some petty bickering, you know, so just be careful not to let yourself devolve into that, because that's the opposite of this, and you don't want this, you want this. So this is definitely the fear that you have. Just a little bit of anxiety, though. I don't think it's going to be too bad, because leading to my last card, this card in this position is the outcome card. This is the card that you get. And this week, Libra, oh my God, I'm so happy to report this. You make the judgment call. Libras usually have to move away from being judgmental, have to move away from making judgments, have to, you know, not be so judgy, and to learn to be more discerning instead of judgmental. Yet this full moon, you are making a really important judgment call for yourself and for your life. And that's very, very exciting. You have heard the trumpet sound of Gabriel, and you are rising out of the ashes like a phoenix to do what's right by you and do what's right for your life. Okay? And that is further supported. Let's see. My little T going. That is further supported by the bottom of the deck card, because this is a victory, and this is other people being a little bit salty about your victory, Libra. You did win. This is like an utter defeat or a clear victory for yourself. And I think you obviously win. I think you don't let this overwhelm you, this strife and the petty bullying and all of the negatives. Don't let that deter you, because you're awesome and amazing, and you want something good for yourself. So don't let any jealous haters or any negativity. If there's people are being negative, people are being salty and, you know, passive aggressive, just let it go. Move on. That might be part of your climate. This is your significator or environment card, but it's just a clue. This is why we're doing this, so that you know this week what to avoid and what to steer towards. So, you know, you're anxious about this bickering and this petty, you know, squabbles and the fighting. Libras just cannot stand the disharmony. So move away from that, because you want harmony and you're going for it. And you're making the judgment call for yourself this week. And there's going to be a major turning point with that full moon. And you're going to make the best of it. You were going to make the best of it. Oh, I'm so proud of you, Libra. Way to go. Way to go. You're using yourself and your energies the right way, okay? So don't be caught up in the petty dramas of other people's lives, or, you know, don't get sucked in and devolving, because that's what they want. They want to take that attention and, you know, off of you and your goodness and your ability to concentrate and do that Ace of Sword energy, and they want to take you down that way. That's how to take down the Libra, so don't let them do it. I want you to win and succeed. Let me know how it goes, and have a great full moon week this week, Libra. Thanks for watching. Bye.